डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी.
Hello students, I welcome you all in Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. The Open University in the course of DBA in Diploma Business Administration or Bachelor of Business Administration, our course is on and about the Indian Business Administration, Indian Business Environment. Now India is a different country, so its environment too, whether the natural environment or social environment. Traditionally, we think that environment means rain and jungle and water and rivers and everything. But what is environment, and especially what is business environment? Have you heard some such words like this is none of my business, this is my business, this is none of your business. So what is the business? First of all, business is whichever the activity which we do for completion of any task. Here we are going to do a business to earn profit or to sell something. Suppose we are doing anything for marketing, we are doing our own business, or we are doing some job somewhere. So here it is business environment, and the course will belong to the business bachelor degree as well as diploma. So this is very first meeting of us in our journey of Indian business environment. Today I am going to introduce with the overview of the chapter. The full syllabus that you are going to pass on is about like this. So look at these pictures. First is a greenery, jungle full of greenery, and the second is what we have just experienced, a big and huge election of world's largest democracy. So democracy, here it is a developed society's identification or a feature. Voting is a developed democracy or society's feature. The another is the very natural, where there is no existence of any kind of society. Jungle is pure natural. So these are both different kind of pictures you are looking here. Look at these another pictures. Here it is given a symbol of official policy. The another picture is some like that people is celebrating some festival. So what is the relation between festival and government policy or any other policy? So look at once again both of these pictures. First the jungle, the second is democracy's identity. Here another one picture belongs to the festival and another for any policy. So this is our environment. What is the environment for business? What you do in your business? Do you have any own business of your family? Suppose you have some big shop in the market, or you are doing some small business at your home. What you are doing your business? Business environment. Business, we are going to some producing something. Business means we are selling something. Business means we are hiring some resources of production. You need labor, you need some electricity, you need resources, raw materials, you need everything. You need some wholesalers, you need some retailers, and you have to pay some taxes if you earn a very good amount of. You have to pay something if you are going to produce somewhere. You have to pay rent of your shop, or you may earn your rent for you your lending your shop. So your syllabus is divided in 4 blocks. the full syllabus of your semester is divided in 4 blocks, which has 8 units, and 8 units has 2 chapters in each. The whole syllabus has 4 credit, although credit is not your concern at this moment, but you should know that about your syllabus credit. Now we are going to learn about such kind of environment that will affect our business policies, our business decisions. In our next step, we will learn about business environments definition, but at first is step our introduction for 4 blocks. The first block is about the introduction to Indian business environment. Assuming that you are going to own your business, or assuming that you are going to do some job with some business in India. Maybe you are going to do some business in some other country, so you will have to learn that country's environment. But right now, as an experiment or some case study, you can learn Indian business environment. Another thing is, India's business environment is totally different. We will see India's feature, how it is different from other countries. It has the largest population, it has the festivals, it has the largest democracy. So it has the seasons, winter and spring and summer and monsoon. So these are all the factors that affect our business decisions. So it is different to learn India's business environment. Our second block is on problems of growth and environmental effects. Suppose you are doing some activity, it will generate some waste. Suppose you are doing some, you are producing some product, it will produce some byproducts. All these activities will pollute something. Maybe it is not polluting, but all these activities will use some natural resources. It will require water, it will require some land, it will require air. So it is said that if the growth rate of any economy is higher, then its development process pollutes the environment. On the other hand, the polluted environment too affects economic process. So how these are mutually connected? One more thing, one more aspect, as we have said earlier, that not only natural environment but also social environment affects our decision making process in business. Suppose a society is of kind that it adapts and accepts some new things, and another society is very rigid, it will not accept any new thing, any new product. So it will be difficult for you to introduce a new product, a new service. So a society is very enthusiastic in celebrating different festivals. So you can sell many things based on festivals. Indian culture is of type that it celebrates socially, all festivals it celebrates socially, and some countries, some western countries has a culture of the type that they celebrate individually. So which kind of product can you sell, which kind of product can make profit for you? It depends everything on the society's culture and adaptability and flexibility. So problems of growth and environmental effects. Suppose we are developing more and more, our feature of development is more and more sale of two-wheelers and anything that vehicles. Suppose take for example that which country is developing on highest rate. We have many criteria, we have many standards, one of it that sale of two-wheelers and four-wheelers. We will say that this country is developing higher on higher rate as we have figures that its sale of two-wheelers and four-wheelers has increased. So, this is the identification of growth. As a result, we have figures from polluted air, that use of petrol or any other fuel damages the air quality. So, growth is our aim. Growth is our aim, and the byproduct is its environmental effects. Suppose agriculture production has increased, but as a result groundwater table has gone very down and very below, so we are losing our quality of crops. So, these are the problems of development, these are the problems of relationship between development and environmental effects. Our second block will introduce ourselves with such kind of problems. The third block is on natural resources and environmental issues. Why we need to learn about natural resources in business administration? What is business administration? Again, you have to think. When we are going to start any business, can you start any business without using natural resources? Definitely not. You need a piece of land, whether you are going to produce any agriculture production or you are going to build up any building for factory. So, in any case you need some natural resources. It can be a fuel in the form of fuel, it can be in the form of some natural element. Suppose you are going to produce some textile cloth, you need either you need cotton production, or you need it as a raw material, or you need silk. So, whatever you are going to produce, you need some natural resources, some chemicals, some vegetation that you need. So, whatever will be your economic activity, you will be in need of natural resources. So, natural resource and environmental issues are the main theme of our third block. Our fourth block is anatomy of Indian economy and emerging trends. Now, what we are going to learn is in this fourth block, it is about anatomy of Indian economy. There are few problems, there are some issues that will affect in anywhere in this world, but there are some issues that will affect specifically in Indian economy or Indian environment, because as we have said earlier, India is a different country than other countries. It will affect people's thinking, people's adaptability, democracy, government policies, religious beliefs. So, all these are the factors that will affect business decision. Have you ever analyzed surrounding some business to your surrounding you? Who is doing which type of business? Some people belonging to some specific community will not prefer to go for some business. Now, this is an activity from my side, that you analyze surrounding you, that who is doing which kind of practicing or business, whether it is Hindu, whether it is Jain, whether it is Parsi, whether it is Gujaratis. Some community have some their specification in their business activities. So, all these beliefs will affect economic decisions. Now, in detail, first of all, we are going to learn block 1, that is introduction to Indian business environment. There are 2 units given in this block. The first is basics of Indian business environment. Here we will learn what is the business environment, the concept and its importance. Why to learn about business environment? First, what is business environment, and second, why to learn such kind of business environment when we are going to start our own business. So, concept and environment. Second unit is on about types of business environment. How many environments we have in our syllabus? First is it is natural, The second is social. Actually, if we discuss it about in two broad aspects. The first is natural environment and second is social. Social environment has many aspects. First is political, cultural, economic, legal, educational. Let me give you some examples. Suppose a society has not developed yet, then its political background is not in rudimentary form. So political policies will definitely affect your business decision. Here foreign relations with some other countries will affect definitely to your business decisions. Whether you are doing your business locally or it is at a large scale, definitely foreign relations will affect your business. Second is cultural. Cultural aspect is, I said earlier, that festivals, people's choice, which kind of clothing they prefer to wear in their daily routine, their climate, definitely they will affect on your cultural business decisions. Economic aspects. A country suppose is very developed, people are highly educated, people are very dynamic, so you will get a very favorable environment for business. But imagine a country or a society where people are very rigid, people are not educated or they are educated, not technically educated. Somewhere they are not dynamic, they do not prefer to go from one place to another to earn more, to grow more. So your business development will be hampered. Legal policies or legal backgrounds. It is India's legal structure that definitely supports our fair and just business practices. So our legal policy is, if it is very well developed, you will get a fair business. And educational environment. Educational means you will get some skilled, semi-skilled or highly skilled, technically skilled labor for your business. On the other hand, if educational development is not done in relation with some that kind of business is going to develop, you will not be get in the situation that will run your business. The second block is about problem of growth and environmental effects. The second block has 2 units as usual, and the first is the problem of growth. Have you ever seen some regional imbalance? The Gujarat is developed state. The eastern states of India like Assam, like Meghalaya are not so developed. For example, regional imbalance in a way that few states are industrially developed, few states are agriculturally developed, few states based on their educational scientific education they are developed. For example, states from southern India, they are so developed in education field. We have soft skill from their software development and everything. So regional imbalance has 2 aspects. The first aspect, it will affect us in a kind that we can develop our industries in Gujarat or in Maharashtra or in Tamil Nadu, as these states are very well developed. But we can't develop our business in some states which is not so developed economically or population in relation to population. For example, you are going to start some business in hilly area, the already population is very thin, so you will not get your business done well. The another feature or another aspect is about inflation. Inflation is a fluctuation in economic activities, or it's a part of business cycle. Inflation and recession, these are the 2 features of economic activities that come cyclically after 3 years or 8 years. So, inflation, suppose in an economy, inflation is in experience or is existing in the market. So, you will get more business with inflation, but if there is a recession, you will not get a business for your production. The problems of growth, environmental problems can be said for two types. One is disaster, which is man-made disasters, overpopulation or some uneducated people's decision or actions taken by people, or some environmental problems from nature's damage. For example, any natural calamity, it will affect definitely to your business decisions. You have done everything, but you cannot approach to the natural disasters. So, we have to plan for that kind of problems too. Social injustice, somewhere social unrest, people's agitation are some problems that will affect definitely to your business. People living very well, very peacefully in a area, so you will develop your business in that country. The second unit is about environmental factors that affect business, physical environment and cultural environment. So, physical environment is about like rain. Suppose you are in a country where you are getting very regular rain, so you can be able to develop your agriculture production related some business. Somewhere you have to develop in a business which is getting very irregular rain. You cannot develop your production based on agriculture produce. Cultural environment, as we have discussed, that culture definitely affects our business decisions. Which kind of business decisions? Decisions like some festivals which are especially for Indian, based on Indian culture, but as India's society is very well flexible and dynamic, it adapts all festivals from all over the countries, all the world, that it adapts and accumulates all festivals in its own. So, like some day celebration or some festivals for a western culture, some festivals from ancient cultures too. So, social environment and cultural environment and physical environment, that both affect to our business. Third block is about natural resources and environmental issues. This block has two units. The first is natural resources and sustainability. In earlier economic studies, traditionally only development was thought and discussed, but in modern economic development, not only development, but we have to think for sustainable development. Now, what is sustainable development? Sustainable development is such kind of development activities or process that will look for future development without compromising today's or present's development. So, when we are taking decisions, we have to not only consider for our present situation, but we have to consider our situation for future generations too. Suppose we are using our fuel or natural resources very speedily, so our future generation will not be in the able to use such kind of natural resources. So, natural resources and sustainability. So, traditionally now we are campaigning for use of renewable energies. Earlier we were using thermal energy or some oil based energy resources, but now we are moving towards using wind energy or hydel energy or solar energy and the like. So, if we are using renewable energy resources, here if you have heard like that, the government is providing some subsidies to for use of renewable energy resources to the producers. So, conservation of natural resources. Natural resources are very scarce in comparison with our needs. Natural resources like minerals and waters and land, quality of land are very scarce in their amount. On the other hand, our requirements looking to the population increment in our population, our increasing needs are getting so speedily that it is not kept, taking pace with the production of natural resources. So, gap is widening and we are suffering from scarcity. The second is environmental issues related to business. Which kind of environmental issues? For example, we have heard about the global warming, oil crisis and industries and pollution. So, these are the problems that environmental issues are discussed world over. Fourth block is about anatomy of Indian economy and emerging trends. Anatomy, what is anatomy? We have heard such kind of word in just medical dictionary, but in our business administration we will learn about anatomy of Indian economy, about India's agriculture, about industries, demography, infrastructure and other socio-economic matters. So, this is the India's anatomy, and the second unit is emerging trend and tendencies, like current structural features and macro trends of foreign trade, money supply, production and fiscal deficits. So, this is the syllabus that we will learn in our future steps. Okay. So, as you are the student of Open University, you have to be your own guide. As we say in Gujarati, that tu taro divo tha, we can say in English that be your own lamp, be your own light, be your own lamp. We are giving you very good guidance, but you have to learn your own on your timetable. You have to make your own timetable, stick to your schedule and just take a guidance from our instructions. I wish you a very good time ahead. See you next time.